Welcome to Pique Your Interest, your go-to podcast for all things mortgage and real estate. Hosted by Tanner Greenwald and Tim Velasquez. We bring you expert insights to help you buy, sell, and invest with confidence. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to Pique Your Interest. We are going to introduce a new segment today called Quick Peeks. It's going to be briefer videos covering just one topic, and the goal is to get it done in just a couple minutes. So the one we're going to talk about today is income from a second job. When can you use income from a second job? So depends on the kind of loan that you do. Generally, most of the investors that are out there are looking for 2 years of having a second job. So 2 consecutive years of working 2 jobs at a time to show that you are going to be consistently working 2 jobs, and if you use that income to qualify. And the reason that there has to be some kind of time frame on it is because, let's say you just wanted to go out and buy a house. Why wouldn't you just go get a second job and say, oh, I make this much money, I qualify for this much of a house? And so to prevent that kind of thing from happening, most of the investors out there require 2 years. So for USDA and VA, they're pretty strict on the 2 years. FHA, a little less strict. They really want you to have 2, but if you have more than 12, you might be able to make it work. But with conventional financing, surprisingly enough, when I think of how difficult each loan type is to document and what their restrictions are, I usually think conventional is way at the top. Everybody else is easier, but in this case, conventional is actually a little bit better. It's more likely you'll be able to use something between 12 and 24 months with a conventional loan than it is any other loan type, which kind of surprised me. But generally 2 years, maybe a little bit less than 2, but certainly more than 1 would be the requirement that everyone's going to have.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people, I think it's pretty obvious why a second job would be helpful. But a couple tips are, if you are kind of right at the cusp of your debt to income ratio, let's say you want to qualify for a little bit more, having your second job or having a second job, that helps you obviously qualify, give us be able to give you more income so that your debt to income ratio kind of is able to fluctuate a little bit. Also, having a second job, it just kind of proves that you are stable with your income. Yep. You're bringing in multiple streams of it, so it kind of bulks up your file as well. So there's, to me, a lot of different reasons why a second job is important to have. Let's say that you need more income in order to qualify for more, and it has nothing to do with your debt to income ratio. Okay, well, then having that second job will help you qualify for more of a sales price.
Absolutely.
So, it's not required to have a second job, but it's obviously lucrative if you're looking to purchase a home, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a question that we get a lot. I'm working this second job. Can I use the income? I had somebody actually yesterday. He's like, hey, I'm going to go get a second job. When can I use that income? And I was like, August, 2 years from now.
Yeah.
It's not immediate.
Yeah.
But that's the reason. The reason is because you want to show that consistency, show that you have a history of doing it. Then we feel more comfortable using that income to help you qualify.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about it, maybe get that second job if you're looking to purchase.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And certainly talk to us, and that's kind of what we're here for. So hope you learned a little something today. Don't forget to subscribe because you'll get notifications when we have more content like this, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.